Nintendo 64 is a very beloved console full of party games and even great single player games. So we got the likes of Mario Party 2, Super Smash Bros., and of course single player stuff like Super Mario 64 and Zelda. But the problem is, there was actually one thing that was very different of the N64, and we got one title that not many people knew of, and that is Star Soldier Vanishing Earth for the Nintendo 64. If you don't know what this is actually a shmup for the 64? That's really odd. But this is our newest edition of Why Did We Forget? This is a review of Star Soldier Vanishing Earth. Suta Sorujo Vanishing Glasu, or Star Soldier Vanishing Earth, suddenly appeared on store shelves December 15, 1998, 10 days before Christmas Day. Published by Electrobrain in the States with development and publication by Hudson Soft everywhere else. Yes, that Hudson Soft who made the PC Engine and TurboGrafx. The game was advertised as a 2.5D shoot 'em up, which is quite a departure for the N64 library. It met with decent fanfare back in the day with nice visuals, very catchy music, and decent level design. If you have been itching for any kind of shooter on the 64, Star Soldier will scratch that itch in spades. So there you go, you got your basic overview of what Star Soldier Vanishing Earth is. So like I said, it is a shoot 'em up, it's a shmup, if you will, and it's a black sheep. It's on the 64. It's a shooter title that was meant for a party console. So we're gonna look into it. Why did we forget? What is going on with the gameplay, the music? So we're gonna go into each one of these step by step. We're gonna show you why did we forget this title. So the nice thing about the gameplay of Star Soldier is its variety in both weapons and craft. You have your choice of 3 weapons to choose from, each with their own speed, blast radius, and special attacks. Each ship has a completely different blast radius, ranging from a more spread out attack variation to smaller areas of attack, yet a more powerful beam. You also have a shield that can reflect back enemy fire and return it back at them. The game treks through 6 levels ranging from the outer coldness of space to the air-dry sandiness of the desert. Aside from arcade mode is a fun and addicting time attack mode, with your flavor of either 2 to 5 minutes of gameplay. With your goal to rack up as many points as possible, this is definitely a fun mode for shoot 'em up vets to bring up bragging rights, considering you have people who love the game, I guess. There really isn't too much pacing to the music as it feels fairly standard. Music was designed to get the action going and intensify your surroundings, but don't expect anything overly spectacular to such of Radiant Silvergun or Ikaruga. The soundtrack gives an intense house vibe to the overall title, and it just gets you going. The composer is no small person, however. Working on titles for Hudson Soft, composer Ichiro Shimakura worked on such titles such as the Saturn Bomberman and the N64 version, as well as moving up to future titles such as Mario Party 3 and Suikoden 5. He definitely has some diversity behind his helm in terms of projects, but he knows how to lightly intensify the mood. The game has never been much of an expensive title, however pricings have started to go up due to notoriety, especially in the CIB territory. Copies currently range between $20 to $25 for a cart, but for a complete in box expect to pay well over $60 for it. It is definitely not a rare title to say the least, but it is a bit of a more uncommon title than you would likely expect it to be. As to why, oh, you're gonna like this story. Well, there is a lot to consider under this title. First of all is the date. That's a huge bummer. It was released in 1998, meaning this title had to compete with some heavy hitters. Here, let me give you some of them. Ocarina of Time from November 98, Banjo-Kazooie from May 98, Diddy Kong Racing also in 98, just to name a few. On top of that, no one in their right mind expected a 2D shoot 'em up to be released on the 64 out of all consoles. The 64 was designed both as a party console, utilizing 3D environments, both of which Star Soldier does very little to none of. fell off pretty quickly even back in the day due to a very quiet release, and features are rather minuscule and inadequate at best, which do not compare to most shoot 'em ups. It is a shame because this is a fun shooter, and back in the day and even now, I had a fun time traversing through the game. Maybe I have a soft spot for it as it is my first shoot 'em up, but make sure you get it for a good price, and it's a title worth revisiting or even experiencing once. Well, I guess there you go. Like I said, it's a black sheep. No one knew about it. Not only did no one know about it in stores, not many retailers knew about it, not many gamers knew about it. No one in the right mind said, hey, I want a shooter for the Nintendo 64 just because. Not many people said that. That's why if you wanted that, you would have gotten a PC Engine, a Dreamcast, a Saturn, a Sega CD, you know, for like Lords of Thunder. There's so many great titles that are shoot 'em ups, and then you have Star Soldier. But there you go. That's pretty much my little overview / review of Star Soldier for Why Did You Forget. Thank you guys so much for checking me out today. If you're interested, please hit the like button, comment if you can, subscribe, and of course share. Let your friends know what Star Soldier Vanishing Earth is. While it is not that great of a 2.5D shooter, it's fun. I had a great time. I grew up with this game, so I think you'll like it. It's great. So thank you guys so much. I'll check you out next time.